viewers, good afternoon. It's a lovely Wednesday, and the Home Economic Show is proud to come on your screens again. Yes, on a YouTube channel near you. We miss you, and we believe you have missed us too. We've been undergoing changes based on recommendations from viewers and listeners like you. Yes. So, the new thing that is popping up for us this trip from our commercial break is that we are going to, and we have changed the name from the Home Economics Show to the Life Coach Show. Yes, because home economics is about individuals, it's about the family, and it's about society. It's about empowering us to know what is good for us, to be able to work well and then work in our communities sustainably. And so, indirectly, we are coaching ourselves. Hence, the name of the show, Life Coach Show. But still, the tagline remains the same, where we create the standard. And so when I say the Life Coach Show, where we create the standard. For our first episode for this season, we'll be looking at something that has been on the rise. It's been on the increase. Yes, it's something that is happening in our societies. Sometimes we hear of friends and be like, oh, we didn't know that was bothering him or her. How come we never saw it? You are wondering. We are going to talk about depression. Yes, depression. Depression is something that has been going on for a while, and it seems that's on the increase in our society. And we are the Life Coach Show would want to have a discussion with you about it. What it is, what are some of the common types that we have, what are the signs and symptoms, and then how can we help friends, family, colleagues that go through depression. Stay tuned with us. Welcome back. So usually when we talk about depression, we are just talking about the moods, the emotions of people. Okay, usually it's associated with mood swings, the extreme ends of it. Times when people are too high, times when people are too down. So one moment somebody is very bubbly, excited, has smiles on the face or on his face, is moving up and down. The next moment the person is so sad to the extent that some even cry, some do lose self-respect for themselves, some don't even understand the situation and things that are going on. In those situations, we say that the person is depressed. It's a word we throw about a lot, but it carries heavy. It's very heavy. It's very, very in-depth, that we believe is about time that we took a step back and actually analyzed it as it is. What are some of the forms or types or most common types of depression we have? And I googled. So we have clinical depression, usually a mental health disorder characterized by persistently depressed mood or loss of interest in activities, causes significant impairment in daily life. We have persistent depressive disorder. This is mild but long-term form of depression. We have bipolar disorder, and I guess with the bipolar, a lot of people might have heard it. A disorder associated with episode of mood swings ranging from depressive lows to maniac highs, And then bipolar 2 disorder, a less severe type of bipolar disorder characterized by depressive and hypomaniac episodes. Last but not the least, we have postpartum depression. Depression that occurs after childbirth, which is sad, right? Childbirth is usually an occasion where everybody is happy. But sometimes the mom, after childbirth, goes through postpartum depression, whereby at one moment they are so, hormones, it just trips. And so one moment she's happy, the next moment she's sad. And that is when they need everybody. So what are some of the signs and symptoms? Usually, as we can see from what I read, it's all about mood swings. One moment the person is happy, the next moment the person is not so happy. And sometimes too, you realize that somebody that used to be so confident with him or herself goes through an event, right? Remember in our previous episodes, events are things, unexpected occurrences that happen in our life. So goes through an event, goes through something terrible, something tragic, and suddenly the person goes off. So for a brief moment, the person is down. It's expected, but you realize that over time it keeps swinging. One moment the person is happy, the next moment the person goes off, suddenly starts thinking. Even when you are talking to the person, it's like he or she is with you for a moment, and then the next thing you know, the person is off. So sometimes you be like, hey, I'm talking to you. Please reach out. Another thing is sometimes people express it. You know, when people go through things, they don't have people to talk to. It's so sad that these days in our society, people are a bit hesitant to communicate with their friends and family because sometimes at the end of the day, after sharing with you my pain or my happiness, the next thing is you've turned yourself into the next broadcast station and the whole situation is out there. So people bottle it up. And this can cause depression, viewers. People express depression through some of the things they post. Indeed, for me, for example, the fact that I post certain things on my status does not necessarily mean I'm going through that. But there are some people that the things they post on their status warrant you to check on them. The most dangerous one is those who are bubbly. You know, the too high, excited. Even situations that calls for calm. They are so excited. It makes you wonder, like, is everything okay with the person? Do check on him or her. It's very, very key. It's so sad that these days we will be there and then you hear that somebody has committed suicide. And then, but I was talking with him or her. She seemed fine. I don't know what happened. Sometimes people express sadness through their post. You read it and then you move on. It doesn't hurt to check up on someone. So let's look at the ways and means through which we can help people come out of depression. One is by being a very good listener. Zip it. Sometimes people just need to vent. People just need to share. So if I'm coming to you, I do not necessarily need an advice. I just need someone to talk to. Can you be that person for once? I'm even taking this advice for myself. Can you be that person for once? Can you just listen? You know, sometimes when people talk, when people share, at the end of the day, if they need an advice, they will ask for it. You know, sometimes they say unsolicited advice. Don't give it when it's not needed. That's why then they'll ask, okay, so what do you think I should do? Sometimes we just want to talk. I'm not asking for your opinion. I'm just sharing. Can we be that good listeners? 2, if you feel that the information that has been shared with you is too much for you to handle, you can ask the person, are you okay if I discuss this with this friend of mine or an elderly or a psychologist to really come in to help? If the person says yes, you go ahead. You know, with the way the economy is these days, that we can't blame. And I'm not blaming the Ukrainian and Russia war. We've been warned. There's a lot of depression going on. Money can cause it. And so sometimes, if you realize that it's because of money, you can help out. We are not saying, the little drops make a mighty ocean. And sometimes they say it's not about the quantity, but it's about the quality, the thought, the heart behind the giving. It can help bring people out of depression. The other thing is that we loving ourselves and checking up. Call. If a thought of someone comes to your mind, call the person. Check up on him or her. Ask how they are doing. People are going through a lot, trust me. Marital issues, relationship issues, family issues, academic issues, things to do in school, religious issues, things to do at church. And you know, all these things are sects, like groups, right? So sometimes it's difficult to express in that group. And so we would want to come out. Let's be each other's keeper. Let's be there for each other. I'm promising you, as we wrap up, I'm going to try and then link up with a psychologist who will help us delve much deeper into the clinical aspects of depression. For today, we wanted to share the social aspect with you and let you remember that we are each other's keeper. This has been the Life Coach Show, hosted on the Home Economics Show platform on YouTube channel. And we are pleased to come back on your airwaves again. Same time next week, same channel,